Well, an inspector found a smorgasbord of health code violations at a Southside Asian buffet. They were hit with 20 violations, including a dead rodent and roaches.
I tried to get some answers about their nearly failing score this week, but the manager disappeared behind the kitchen door. Kin's Cafe, located in the 7800 block of IH-35 South, saw their score drop 18 points in just 4 months, going from an 89 in January all the way down to a barely passing 71 in May. The sushi on the buffet line was too warm. Fly traps with pests stuck to them were found right above the food prep area. There was a dead rodent and roaches stuck to a glue trap in the pantry. Raw chicken was being stored next to cooked chicken. They had numerous plumbing problems that needed to be fixed. Employees weren't wearing hair restraints, and the kitchen needed a deep cleaning. The employee bathroom also needed to be cleaned and sanitized. The manager said it wasn't being used, but the inspector wrote it had a foul stench and evidence it was being used. Hello. I had plenty of questions for the business.
I just wanted to follow up because it's been about a month to see if you guys had the reinspection and to see if you corrected some of the problems like the roaches and rodents and the flies.
This worker said she'd be right back. I waited while other workers recorded us, but the woman never returned.
Coming back? No? Okay. Probably not? All right.
Before leaving, I noticed the business was displaying the wrong score. A reinspection was ordered. Mi Mexico restaurant in the 3100 block of South Star Zamora got a 73. Chicken and fajitas cooked the day before were improperly cooled. Other foods in cold hold units were too warm. A worker was preparing food without gloves. Tortillas were being stored in grocery-style to-go bags. And the floors were in need of a deep cleaning. A curious worker came out to see why we were there.
We had a low inspection score?
Yeah, 73.
Okay.
So, do you know if you made the corrections?
I believe so. We always work on it. Yes, sir.
The business was scheduled for a reinspection. Culebra Meat Market, located in the 4600 block of South Flores, got an 81. They needed to thoroughly clean the inside of the ice machine as well as display windows and sliding doors. They were using Foca laundry detergent to clean dishes and utensils. Drain pipes were spraying and leaking water. Ceiling tiles above the bakery and meat market were peeling and had exposed insulation that needed to be fixed. A reinspection was ordered. For BKD, Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News. Across America tonight, Ted Kaczynski, the Harvard-educated mathematician, also known as the Unabomber, has died.
He was responsible for killing 3 people and maiming 23 more in a bombing spree that lasted longer than 15 years. He was serving 8 life sentences after pleading guilty to mailing bombs all over the country from 1978 to 1995. He was captured at a remote cabin in the mountains of Montana in 1996 after his brother suggested to FBI investigators that he may be the Unabomber. Kaczynski was found unresponsive this morning in his cell in a North Carolina prison and was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. Well, the National Archives are pushing back on new claims from former President Trump and his legal team surrounding his retention of classified documents. Trump's team says presidents have 2 years to sort through records after leaving office, but the archive says that is not the case. They dispute that the law requires all records created by the presidents be turned over to them at the end of their term. Trump is facing a 37-count federal indictment over his handling of presidential documents found in his Florida home.
Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., the current administration has still not commented on those new indictments Trump is now facing. A White House aide said President Biden learned about the indictment from reports, but declined to comment if the president had anything to say about the situation. This comes a day after Biden told several reporters in person no comment when asked about the charges on Friday. Trump is now due to appear inside a Miami federal court coming up later this week on Tuesday.
Well, they never thought it would happen to them. A local family got scammed when they tried to rent a house.
Yeah, it's a scheme that's happening more and more as people look for affordable rent. Now, this victim tells 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz the house seemed so right until everything went so wrong.
Time's up on Vicky King's lease. But her family has no place to go.
Everything's going to have to go into storage since we don't have a house to go to.
They had found a house on Craigslist. This house, $1,350 a month for rent.
It had a nicely cared for lawn. It was affordable in our price range.
Do you think the price was too good?
Yes.
They called and headed out to tour it.
The guy said, call me when you get there, so we did. And he talked us through opening it.
They downloaded an app to get inside for a self-tour while the alleged owner was on the phone.
And you just say, I want to take a tour now. Yes. Unlock the door. And it click.
It all seemed perfect. The Kings used Zelle to pay more than $1,500 for a background check, security deposit, and pet fees. They signed a lease and started moving in.
And then all of a sudden, this car pulled up and there was a lady in there, and she said she had an appointment with her realtor to see the house.
That's when Vicky called the number listed on the yard sign, Open Door.
I said, who owns this house? And they said, we do. I said, you do. I gave the names of the people, and I said, do they own it? He goes, no. He says, you've been rental scammed. My heart just sunk.
We contacted Open Door in California. They tell us rental fraud is a growing trend, and not just with them. Take a look. They even have signs plastered on the front door that say, this home is for sale, not for rent. To be safe, they say Google the address to see if the home is listed elsewhere. Verify the true owner through public records, and beware prices that are just too good. As for Vicky, she's filed a police report on a fake listing that cost real money.
I'm hoping he'll make a mistake and they can get him, because it's not right to do that to people.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Coming up on the Nightbeat, losing money over a message. Americans have lost millions of dollars over phony text messages. We'll tell you how to spot the threat before you become the next victim. The Federal Trade Commission is telling people to be careful before they open up any text messages. They say text scams are increasing and they could cost you. Consumers reported losing $330 million to text scams in 2022, more than double what they reported the year prior. The median loss reported by individual victims was $1,000, and fake bank security alerts turned out to be the most common scam used. The FTC says if you are unsure if a text is real, contact the company with a number you know exists or just use their website.
Massive plume of wildfire smoke began dissipating. Air quality concerns still popped up in some spots today, but most were at medium or low levels. The haze came from Canada, where they're dealing with hundreds of active wildfires. At one point this week, nearly 50 million Americans were under an air quality alert. But the National Weather Service says it will clear up as we get closer to wrapping up the weekend. And those pictures were really scary.
It was pretty crazy to see just the difference between a couple of hours coming in from like New York City and that area. I mean, it was beautiful and then orange outside. So yeah, pretty crazy. I'm glad the conditions are improving. Thankfully, we didn't see any orange skies because of the smoke here in South Central Texas, but we did have a pretty nice sunset out there earlier this evening because of some high clouds filtering in. 96 the high here in San Antonio earlier this afternoon, 97 in Pleasanton. Check out Cotulla, 104 degrees was the high earlier this afternoon. Del Rio also hitting the triple digits, topping off at 101. Now we're in the 80s, so still warm and muggy here in San Antonio late this Saturday night. Warming trend continues, and it continues to climb as well. Upper 90s approaching the triple digits as we head into tomorrow and even into the start of next week before we really climb into the low 100s by the middle to later portions of next week. So we'll get you another full look at that forecast and even some temperature stats coming up here in just a few.
Well, looking at that graphic where it was just climbing and climbing and climbing, I'm a little worried. I don't know if we're ready yet.
I'm a little glad I'm leaving town for a short time to go up north as this hits, but I know I'll have to come back to it. So
you will. Yeah. And it'll hit you even harder because you won't be getting used to it.
That's true. I was talking to one of our producers earlier. Her brother came into town, and when he left, it was fine. And then when he landed here in Texas, stepped off the plane, boom, heat and humidity. Welcome to Texas, yes. And of course, the heat, buckle up because yes, it's going to be with us tomorrow and all the way through next week as well. So today, remember, we topped off at 96. This is actually the second hottest day that we've seen so far this year, following yesterday where we climbed to 98 degrees. Thankfully, through April and May, we had various rounds of rain and clouds that really helped hold our temperatures at bay. But with high pressure taking back over as we head into next week as well, rain chances come down. Plenty of sunshine is in store, but those temperatures are going to crank up. A little bit of a comparison by today compared to where we were this time last year. This time last year, we had 41 days where the thermometer reached 90 degrees or higher. The hottest day that we had seen was 104 degrees. This year, however, a bit better, only 11 days, including this afternoon where we've seen a temperature of at least 90 degrees or hotter. And the hottest one so far was yesterday, climbing to 98. But tomorrow will make day number 12. And you can see why. We're going to start off in the mid 70s here in town, so still muggy, and I think a few clouds will be possible because of that moisture in the air, but that's going to break up, and especially already by lunchtime, we're going to see more sun, temperatures pushing that 90-degree mark, and with plenty of sunshine into the afternoon hours, daytime highs are pointed for the upper 90s and even some triple digits in spots as well. Not really expecting a lot of rain out there over the next several days, which is unfortunate. You can see that we are pretty quiet across South Central Texas right now, but it is a different story just off to our east, actually, crawling through the Brazos Valley area and even approaching I-10 near Houston, Galveston. Severe thunderstorm watch continues. Strong storms are pushing off to the southeast. That's going to stay east of our area through the overnight hours before all of that calms down. We're quiet, high pressure in control, really anchored off to our southwest, but it is just going to work its way farther up to the northeast, closing in on our region over the next several days and into next week as well. So here's a look at those temperatures, daytime highs, that trend as we head into next week. Again, 99 tomorrow here in town, same as we head into our Monday. Tuesday, we've got a forecast high of 100. That's near the record of 101 that was set last year. And then yes, more pink continues. 101 by Wednesday. We're closing in on 102 as we head into the second half of next week as well. So we're still warm out there this hour, 70s and 80s. And for most of us, we're going to wake up in the muggy 70s first thing tomorrow morning. But again, as we see some more sunshine return, temperatures climbing to 90 already by lunchtime, nearing 100 into the afternoon, feeling anywhere between 102 to 107. And that will continue into next week. So stay hydrated, practice heat safety, all very important things to think about over the next several days, guys.
Ooh, nice and toasty. Thank you, Mia.
The Denver Nuggets have an opportunity to win their first NBA title in front of their home crowd. David Sears.
Hey, you guys got to learn how to handle the heat like the Denver Nuggets are.
Yeah.
We really should take a page from that.
You should. Up 3-1. Could close it out. And the Missions have added a weapon, and that's part of the reason why they're moving up the standings. We got that for you in a one-on-one with him coming up next. The Spurs have been the only ABA team to win an NBA title since the merger decades ago. Come Monday night, the Denver Nuggets may join the Spurs. The Nuggets have looked solid in the finals, but closing out a team is the hardest part in any series. You can ask the Spurs. The Heat have been the underdog in the playoffs as the Eastern Conference 8th seed, so their backs have been up against the wall since like April. Miami just wants to get the series back to South Florida, but the Nuggets sound pretty focused when it comes to Game 5.
We know we're going to have to go home and turn off the TV, the radio, don't read the papers, don't listen to everybody telling you how great you are, because we haven't done a damn thing yet. We have to win another game to be world champions.
Just ready to win the championship. We have the tools to do it. It's been on our minds for a while, so we're just locked in. I don't think you got to overthink it. We're just dialed in, ready to win.
You know, we have an incredibly competitive group. We've done everything the hard way, and that's the way it's going to have to be done right now again. And all we're going to focus on is getting this thing back to the 305.
Both teams get the weekend off as the series shifts back to Denver. Game 5 Monday night, 7:30 live right here on KSAT 12. After a rocky start this season, the Missions have found a way to climb up the Texas League standings, and part of the reason for their success has been newly acquired left fielder Cole Cummings. KSAT 12 sports producer Daniel Villanueva caught up with Cole this week as the Missions hosting Wichita.
Allowing a hit. The pitch is drilled to deep right center field.
With a lot of veteran guys in this lineup, guys that have some big league time, I get to comfortably hit in the 7 hole, it seems like, is where I find myself. So with that, there's not a lot of pressure. I'm getting a lot of good pitches to hit down in the 7 spot, and I'm just continuing to hunt fastballs and, just be on time. For the Missions, there's definitely a certain energy and culture here that, like, being from Southern California, I'm used to, but it's nice, and, like, it gets me back to kind of my roots, and I really enjoy the vibe out here.
What have you seen from this team so far? Because it seems like they're gelling at the right time, taking over first place in the division. Just talk about what you can bring to that and try to close out this first half of the season on a winning note.
Yeah, so I mean, coming from my high A team, being one of the older guys in the team, to now coming to Double A and being one of the younger guys, it's really nice that you got a lot of veteran leadership and guys that know how to do it and know what pro ball looks like. So for me personally, I'm in a good spot where I just get to go out there and play and compete and not have to worry about all the other factors, because I know I got guys in this locker room that hold the reins on that front. And then I think we're starting to swing it well, and we're obviously been pitching well all year. So seeing that all that come together, we're in a really good spot right now.
All right, Cole did not play tonight, but he's played in the previous games, and so far they've won all of them against Wichita in this homestand. So they won 5-3 tonight. See how that momentum carries over? The guy just brings that winning attitude to the Missions. Tomorrow, 1:05 at the Wolf. They'll wrap up the series. It's also Bark in the Park.
I love Bark.
You do? Yes. Okay. Well, you might want to go to the Missions. Join us tomorrow night at Instant Replay. We're going to have the story of the #1 student at MacArthur High School starting something special for the tennis community. She enters her senior year, and 2 San Antonio connections to the Stanley Cup. Find out what they are tomorrow night on Instant Replay. Bark in the Park.
Bark in the Park. I'll be there.
Bring your dogs. We used all the words.
We did. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.